Hello again, everybody. How's it going?
Hey guys,
Hello.
here we are again for another episode. Talking shit about shit,
Just kind of talking life,
just
really.
not with shit.
Yeah, we're not tossing shitters today.
We're
That's
not
a good
with the
thing.
shit today.
No, it's been a pretty busy, hectic last week, I'd say.
Man, I'll tell you what.
What's up?
Trying to get into this freaking house. I'm glad it's finally done.
I heard that. Second week with Miranda here, and it's been one hell of a trip so far.
I believe it.
It's been really enjoyable, though. Took her out to Roosevelt Overlook yet last night. Let her, kind of looked over Rockwood, and she was pretty amazed by it. She's
Nice.
never been up that high on a mountain before, so it was really nice, and it was a really cool experience for
Yeah,
her.
I've seen pictures on Facebook.
Yeah, it was really, really something else. And then, as we were driving out, I let her kind of pop her head up, but she was standing up, popping her head up out of the sunroof and all. It's really neat.
I seen your picture you posted the other day when you finally shaved your Grizzly Adams beards off.
Oh yeah, my big old tucked in beard.
Yeah, the Grizzly Adams look.
Well, I mean, look, man, I was at work that day and I was just getting pissed off. It was hot and I was in hardware too. So not only was I in hardware, I decided against shorts that day, so I wore pants. Not only did I wear pants, they pulled me from hardware to go work in lumber to go help load people up outside. So, let alone, I'm in pants. I wear my undershirt, my t-shirt, and my dress shirt with the mask on and my hat because my hair's a freaking mess half the time. I was balls hot. So I got home and I need to change my face. So I started to shave, and I got so far.
You left the mustache.
I left the mustache, and honestly,
I've seen somebody post a comment. It said it looked like a lot like Burt Reynolds, and I'm going to have to agree with them. They kind of did. You had the Burt Reynolds stash look going on, man.
I know. Well, you know what I thought of at first? You ever remember back in the day? Probably, God, we're talking early millennium. And back when Blink-182 was good, they had Mark Hoppus, Tom DeLonge, and all that. They had that music video for First Date. And it was then back in like the 70s, and Tom DeLonge had like the long blonde hair with the mustache on.
Yeah.
That's who I reminded myself of. Yeah, so...
Well, one of these days, probably end of the month or so, sometime next
It
month.
should be about 3 weeks or so.
Right, after I get this all set up, so that way when we start doing videos, I got the editing equipment to do it.
Yes.
I want to do a Stash Brothers episode.
A Stash Brothers episode.
Yes, we have to grow out our beards and grow out our mustaches and shave off our beards and leave our mustaches and go around in public and see what people think.
I think that would be funny as hell.
Which I think I'm going to look really weird because, I shaved my head bald as it is. I tried growing out a goatee. Somebody told me, shave that damn thing off. You look like a freaking, what was it?
A yuppie?
No. What the hell did they call me?
Man, it's getting pretty
I
smoky
can't
out here.
remember.
You might not want to think so hard.
Yeah, I know. My brain's starting to short circuit.
I'm down for that idea, though. I mean, I want to kind of keep a handlebar stash for myself, I'm thinking. I'm going to do handlebars.
Didn't Dad do that for a little while?
He had it done in Jersey. He was handlebars back in Vineland, I think.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
It was back in Vineland when he was working for VP.
Yes, yeah, he had the whole handlebar thing going on. And, I mean, it fit him well.
For a little while, yeah.
And then it got a little feng shui and got a little too, like, Master Splinter on him. Or, kind of looked like an old samurai that lost his top knot. And a little more than that, too.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
But, I mean, at the same time, I think it would be a fun idea. Something fun to do. And just to get
See,
all
we
the
could
looks.
have the Stash Brothers things going on.
Right.
And then Miss Kim over there, I don't know if she can hear me with her damn headphones in all damn time.
I don't know.
Nope. She can't hear me.
Nope.
But anyway, she got her blow-up unicorn outfit in.
Oh.
That came in today. So if we could get her to wear that while we're doing the Stash Brothers, that'd be great.
She could.
Huh?
I missed that.
You missed that? I wonder why. That's all right. You'll hear it when you listen to the episode.
Yeah, you're going to be my first listener this time, aren't you?
You're going to need
Since
to
we
be.
got good listeners and all.
We have great listeners.
Hell yeah, we do.
We have wonderful, perfect audience
You're
for
a
all
big
these.
fan. Biggest fan.
You my biggest fan?
Big fan.
Yo, biggest fan.
Biggest fan.
Biggest fan.
No, that's gotta be my sister.
Your
That's
sister's
clever.
going to be the
I need a
biggest
drum
fan.
set, guys, so I can. Here's when I say something.
I'm trying to get an electronic drum set. And then...
The dude didn't want his so much for his. It's over at Ricky's. I'd get it.
No, if he wasn't asking, what was he asking? Like
You
600
know, hey,
for it?
hey, things happen sometimes and things disappear.
Well, you know, I'm just saying. I looked at that drum set, and that drum set's actually selling for about $1,400. So $600 for that, with the extras it did have with it, is actually a damn steal.
Yeah, I
So
believe it.
it was a good deal, but I just couldn't afford it, man.
I can't even.
And then thinking back now, looking at my house, where am I going to put it?
Well,
On the
garage.
roof!
Well, we didn't have this at the time.
No, we didn't.
You know what I mean?
We
Because
didn't.
I wouldn't want to have with you on that. Easily.
Go halves in it.
Well, let me save up the money.
Okay.
Okay. I doubt it's going anywhere.
No, it ain't. It ain't going nowhere.
It's really not going anywhere. Did you ever have those times, though, where something was brought up to you and it kind of came true, or it kind of got you thinking about it coming true?
Like premonitions?
Kind of like premonitions, or like, yeah, I guess you could say premonitions, future, fortune telling, kind of signs from the other world, in a way.
Okay.
So the other morning, I'm on my way to work, right? And I go inside, and the cashier, well, it was set up differently at first, because I got my Rockstar, whatever the hell I got, and went up to the counter. All of a sudden, I'm waiting for the cashier. The lady that was cooking, who never comes up and cashiers, decided to come up and cashier for me, right? And bring me out. Well, she's like, I've had the same dream for 4 days in a row now. And I ignore it. I'm thinking maybe she's crazy, maybe she's just talking to herself. There's some freaking whack jobs out here in Tennessee.
No, yeah, of course. I could have told you that one.
Dude, I learned that like the first week being here. But so she comes up and she's like adamant this time, and she's like, I've had the same dream 4 days in a row now. And I'm like, really? She's like, yeah, it must be something bad. And I'm like, well, what was your dream? She decides and continues to tell me that she has had this dream where somebody, she doesn't know who, can't tell what kind of car this is or nothing, but somebody in a white car drives off the side of a cliff and hits a bunch of trees going down. This mountainside, right? I wasn't paying no mind to it. But then she said the car was followed by a white horse with no driver. This white horse in her dream, this white horse follows this car blindly off the side of a cliff. So I'm sitting there, and that's what got me. Is because, one, I drive a white car.
Mm-hmm.
What's on the back window of my car, Keith?
Deftone sticker.
It's the White Pony Deftones decal.
Right.
So I have the white car, and I have a white horse behind me 100,000,000% of the time.
Damn!
Squirrel!
Out of left field. What's going on there, Nutty? Trying to tell a story. You good?
Great.
All right. So this happened once before, years ago, though, too. So I had a 2001 little Dodge Neon 5-speed, right? And it had whoever bought it before me or whoever had it before me, bypassed the clutch start, had an automatic remote start hooked into the thing.
Okay.
Well, I had to park it in first because the e-brake was, broken. Like, I'm at the McDonald's. So I'm at this McDonald's in Salem, New Jersey, and this dude, like, tweaking or something, comes out, and he's like, that car's going to kill you or hurt somebody one day, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, yeah, all right, man, I hear you. I'll be careful, So about a month goes by. I'm downstairs fixing my dryer at the time that I was rewiring it, and my ex comes down, and she's like, babe, your car's gone. And I'm like, what do you mean my car's gone? So I hear footsteps. I hear the door open, I hear it slam, and now she's running downstairs. She said, your car rolled down the street and hit something. Oh, what are you talking about? So here I am in some Mountain Dew pajamas, a white undershirt, and some slippers, and a robe. Going out the street, down the street. It's like January, February. It's snowing, sleeting out. And here's my car, down the street, wedged under a front porch of somebody's house. Yes. So you have like 20, 30 people from the city of Salem surrounding my car, 3 police cruisers. Okay, I'm walking out there. Here's my car running, peeling tires, stuck under this porch. There's no keys in the ignition. There's nobody in the seat. The doors are locked. I get over there and everyone's like, "This your car?" Blah blah blah. I'm like, "Yeah, it's my car." They're like, "Why'd you ghost ride the whip?" Blah blah blah. What'd you do? I said, "I didn't do nothing." Apparently, my daughter hit the auto start because I parked it in first. It actually, when it started up, it took. And it started going down the street. Well, it sideswiped the Nissan, hopped the curb, and hit this house. Thank God it was wintertime because that's a busy corner for kids to play on. So from what that dude had told me to what had happened, it made sense. It became true. So now what this cashier told me has got me thinking, am I really going to drive down this cliff and hit a bunch of trees one day? Or am I going a direction in life and it's a metaphor? You see what I'm saying?
I don't know.
It caught me off guard. Look, I've only fallen through one porch in my life.
Well, then don't make it two. Mine is pretty sturdy, but
Dude.
it needs to be worked on.
I think you were out with Covenant at this time. I went over to Brittany's house, right, years ago. And she's sleeping. So, I walk up, knock on the door, nobody answers. I'm like, you told me to be here half an hour ago, I'm running late. So here I am going to her bedroom window, I'm knocking on the glass, right? She looks out, she's like, all right, I'm right there. So I go to walk back down the deck to the front door. I take one step and my whole body just shoots through the bottom of this deck, dude. Yeah, I went through the bottom of her deck, like my fat ass stepped and just took a board and went right through it.
Ouch.
Try explaining that one to her parents when they got home. They came home and said, what the hell happened to the porch? They thought we might have played with fireworks or dynamite and blew it up. I'm like, nah, I fell. I took a step and I just fell through it. And they were like, thanks for not suing our homeowners. I'm like, I didn't know I could. Oh man, that was fun. That was a decent day though. You know, it's always good when you start your day breaking people's houses.
Yeah.
I had some shitty luck with front porches. That's why yours is the back.
So what was your freak out about there, miss?
When?
Oh damn!
Lost Sea.
The Lost Sea?
Like the Lost Park, Jurassic Park.
No.
That's the Lost World.
Oh.
The Lost Sea, like Atlantis Lost Sea?
Go!
We're going.
Oh, I'm fixing to fucking shatter the fuck out of this motherfucker. Ew.
It's just a phone.
Exactly. It's just if I don't read it.
She says that now, but wait until she don't have her music.
Well, that just happened.
Alright, I guess we won't know about what the hell you were talking about with the Lost Sea. I mean, the phone just went over the railing. That's cool. Anyway.
Anywho. You gonna go get your phone?
Probably not.
She ain't got no shoes on.
That's true. Slacker. Straight slacker. Oh man, she means business now. Barefoot Dad, get those chiggers.
I've never had chiggers in my life.
Yeah, you might want to knock some wood.
Alright. So, I've been wondering a few things.
What's up?
You know how people always tell you, just come on over, you hang out anytime, whatever, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like how me and you do. We just show up at each other's place.
Pretty much. I mean, I'll hit you up, make sure you're home or not busy, but yeah, I'll just, show up half the time and knock up on the door and
Right.
make myself at home.
Now, when you do that for so long, when you just show up,
Right.
and then, say somebody's living by themselves, you go over there and you show up all the time. You just pop over there.
Right.
And then they get a roommate or a spouse or something like that that's starting to live with them. Do you still show up or do you call first?
I mean, I would, out of just how I was raised, I would end up calling first. I mean, that's just
But
me.
why change it?
The reason I would change how I would act about it would just be because out of respect. I mean, if you got someone living with you, now it depends who's living with you though. Now, if it's like a roommate where there wasn't any type of relationship or any type of connection in that type of way, then sure, I might just still show up because you guys are sharing a house or you're sharing a home. A dwelling, exactly. I mean, you both have your own bills, sure. The other person might have a different schedule or might have, a whole different itinerary altogether, but that doesn't mean stop coming and being part of, like, my brother's life, your life or somebody else. But if it was girlfriend, fiance, something like that, then it would probably be more enticing to call or make sure it was okay first, out of the respect, because you never know what anybody could be doing, because it went from one person's pad to now it's becoming an actual home, if that makes sense.
Yes and no. I don't know. I see it weird. I mean, if I go for a year,
Right.
going over somebody's house, and I just constantly just show up, just out of habit, just show up. And then if I show up one day and then get yelled at because I didn't call first, that would pretty much piss me off. Because you can't get me into the routine of just showing up and get me used to it and then expect me to freaking flip and have to call before I start coming over from then on out. Like,
well, I can understand that. And actually, I don't know about yourself. I've actually been through a similar scenario. Years ago, you know how we used to live. Dad used to go to work when we were all living together. He'd leave out Monday, Tuesday. We'd party all week long. Whoever showed up,
people showed up all the time.
We had 20, 30, 40 people deep in that house any given night of the week. Come Thursday night, Friday morning, everybody helped clean up. Everyone went home, and nobody knew a damn thing. All right?
Grandma didn't even say nothing, and she knew.
No, well, she was over partying with us half the time, or we'd take the party to her house.
True.
Here,
See, I
Grandma,
feel like-
tote this.
When it comes to that, there's so many aspects you gotta cover with this, though. Like, depends on who it is. First
True.
of all, like, I get it. There's friends, because I have guy friends.
Right.
Anybody has girlfriends. You know what I mean? That's how it works. Better never, ever come home and be a female in my house.
But that's out of
And
mutual
not
respect.
home.
That's relationship,
Okay,
respect,
yeah.
though. I mean, and that's just the old way of living. I mean, if I had a girlfriend and we were living together and I was at work all day, I came home and there was some other dude in the house, whether it was friends or whatever it would be, it's happened. It struck me in the wrong chord.
And it does
struck
streak.
a
It
nerve.
does. It does.
It really
will.
does.
It'll get my hurt.
I can get that.
You know?
There's going to be a lot of mutual understanding when it comes to that. Like, when you're moving in with somebody, if you're together with that person, whether it's a relationship or not, you're fucking around, it's the same damn difference.
Exactly.
Okay? You got to have respect for people.
Exactly.
And if it's just, I mean, friends or whatever, sure, I guess. It just depends on who the person is. First of all, I ain't letting nobody out of the house.
There's a lot of variables to it. There's a lot of aspects that can make it go either way, I feel,
Ain't
Okay.
nobody coming in this door.
at this
I
point.
mean,
Okay. Well, if any of our listeners have any input on the subject, feel free to email us.
Every other Sunday Studios at gmail.com. Yeah.
Hell yeah. Here in the next upcoming weeks, we are going to be creating a Facebook page and a YouTube channel and everything else. Now that I have my house all set up, I'm able to get that studio going.
So you're
where
going to
we
be
do
able...
the streaming and do the videos.
Exactly. So you can see our pretty faces and not
Yeah,
just listen
man.
to us and wonder who are the faces
See our
behind
pretty
the voices.
faces.
except
Follow
for this
us on
one,
Facebook.
I'm going to be a unicorn.
and-
You're going to be a unicorn.
Yeah, that's going to be a unicorn.
Oh, maybe we'll do like...
You'll be able to see our pictures that we post on our endeavors that we go on.
Oh, yeah. Things are going to get real good real quick, too. Now that we kind of have this downtime again. It's been a really hectic last month. I mean...
Well, you moving, me trying to fix this damn house up.
Miranda
I mean,
coming down and getting back
Miranda
acclimated
coming
to
in.
that. It's been one hell of a couple weeks, but I think we're finally getting to a good system now again, kind of getting
Yeah.
back on track. So
Yeah.
that's always a plus
It'll
going
be a lot
forward.
better when we get the studio done in the garage.
Oh yeah, man, that lounge is going to be the killer difference, dude.
Yep.
Killer difference. So you'll be able to see us and interact with us, and we'll have a lot more to offer in the coming weeks. That's
Yes,
for sure.
we are.
That's
Just
for
don't
damn
give
sure.
up on us, please. We're working at it and we're getting better, I hope.
Yeah, I think so. I hope so. So I was having a conversation, I was kind of going through the motions the last few days. And, I mean, anybody who knows me or who follows my Facebook, you can see, I guess not my attitude or not, I guess my personality or the way I think or just what I put out there. It goes up and down. I have my good days, I have my bad days like anybody else.
Yeah.
Sometimes I share more than I should, and sometimes I don't share enough, I feel.
Yeah, that's your,
But it's my
your
wall.
choice.
It's my wall. If you don't like it, get your Humpty Dumpty ass off it. You know what I mean?
that's right.
But I was talking to somebody and just kind of, I have homes. Like I have my home in New Jersey still, and I made Tennessee my home. And this probably isn't it. I'm probably, in years to come, going to try and make my way out to the shore somewhere. I want to be able to go and stick my feet in the sand, in the water, and, you know, kind of how I grew up, you know, going to the shore whenever shit got stressful. But I was talking to somebody, and it came up in conversation that, you know, maybe the reason I don't feel this way, or that I don't really feel that connected or solidified, more or less, is because I'm more kind of intertwined with my soul. So, you know, kind of backtracking in the conversation, it was more like, hey, everybody has a mind, everybody has a heart. The mind and the heart can say two different things, you know, and everybody can understand that, I'm sure. But
of course,
some people are at the point where they don't express what the heart or the mind feels or wants. They express what the soul itself wants. Because if you think about it, the mind, the heart, your body, that's just a meat sack in a way. But your soul is the core, is the fingerprint of all that you are. So, in some term or some type of way, as in me, I would assume at this point, I'm so past all the bullshit, and I'm just past all of the nitty-gritty stuff where all my, I guess you could say, desires, wants, needs, when what I express actually comes from the soul. And I'm comfortable with doing that because just the channels opened up. So, you know, trying to connect with people that lead their lives from the heart, from the mind. Maybe I'm not good at connecting with those types because I'm looking for a soul connection instead of a physical. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. What are your thoughts on it? If any at all.
I get where you're coming from with most of that. But you can't base where you plant your roots off of others.
That's true too.
You got to base it off of yourself and where you feel more at ease with yourself. Where you could feel you can be yourself and not have to, you know, try and hide different aspects just to please, or because you're afraid of how somebody's going to react. You know what I mean? Like, me being here in Tennessee.
Right.
I hate this fucking town with a fiery passion deep within the pits of my soul. I swear to you, I do. Like I have said many, many times before, when I come up over that mountain sometimes in the morning, when I'm coming home from work, and I see that sunrise coming up over the edge, and it looks like Crossville's on a freaking blaze of fire from the sunset, dude, it makes me grin something that would make freaking, I don't know, the Grim Reaper scared. It makes me grin. Like, it is that bad on how bad I hate this place. But within that,
right,
this is where I grew up. I've been here for most of all of my life. Everybody knows me. Kim grew up with me.
Yeah.
You know, I can be myself here. And I could give two shits what other people have to say about it, because if they don't like it, turn back around and go back where the hell you came from.
That's very true, but then when
you know what I mean?
Cool.
So, that in itself, being able to come to that realization that you can be who you want to be, and if people don't like it, then they don't have to be in your life.
Well, I definitely agree.
That is a calming feeling to the soul.
I could definitely understand that. I can definitely understand
now,
that.
when I went to Salem, Massachusetts on vacation, that was more of a peaceful relaxation.
So you felt more tranquil.
Yes. I don't know what it is about Salem. There's a lot of myths and mysteries with Salem. But when I was up there for those few days, I got the most and the best rest. I was the most calm. I was not stressed about nothing.
You were in tune.
Like I was really in tune.
That makes sense.
But sometimes life gets stressful, but it's how you handle it.
I can see your point on that as well.
That's one of the reasons why I decided to just go ahead and buy this place. Because regardless if I like it or not, I'm stuck here for the next 3.5 years. You know?
True.
By that time, this place will be paid off. I could put it up for rent, or I could put it up for sale and go if I want. I'm not legitly stuck here.
No, but you're making moves to prepare your departure for if that day ever happens.
Exactly. I'm making a future.
Now, to that point and to what you've said about having to make your own path and basically fuck what anyone else thinks and do you for you. Some people don't have that ability, though.
How so? Why?
Some people, I would, say that they kind of put others before themselves. As in, I wouldn't say it's technically or necessarily wearing your heart on your sleeve or having too big of a heart, but, some people they look at this possibility. They look at possibilities of, and some people put others' thoughts and feelings in front of their own. So, it's like some people might look at a possibility and say, hey, maybe whether it's, just for an example, they're into somebody, okay? Mm-hmm. And let's say they have different career paths or different paths of life, all right? Now, if someone's into somebody and they have this career path, whether it's, going out, doing a traveling job or leaving a job that, is working out at the time, blah, blah, blah. Now, if they reach out and they're like, hey, they want to talk to this other person about their future plans or whatnot, with it being a possibility that they could end up together or not. I mean, is that too much? Or do you think that that's a plausible type of thing to do, saying, hey, I know we're not at that point yet, but this is the way things are going to go or could go. I want to include you because you never know what could happen, or so that I guess they could do or make a decision based off of what's to come. Does that make sense?
Yes, I understand where you're coming from. Okay, now, I have a good reply to that. You do not want to bring up future possibilities.
True.
You don't want to bring that into conversation.
Okay.
As in, you don't want to start out a conversation like, hey, I know this thing that we have going on, there's a possibility of such and such going further, so I want to talk to you about such and such. No. Okay? You can plan, you can figure out, you can do whatever you want to. When it comes to somebody else, alright? Just know, it is never going to be a for sure thing. Until it's a for sure thing. Okay?
Okay.
So, if you want to tell your girl, your friend, about, your possible job change that you have coming up.
Right.
Okay? Just simply tell her. Be like, hey, this opportunity came up with this other job. Tell her about the job. Say, I'm just wanting to get your opinion on what you think about it.
Right.
Okay? That is showing a friendship standpoint of just trying to get your friend's knowledge on their opinion of the job possibility, and or it'll also show her, if things do go into a relationship standpoint, she will see the fact that, you're bringing this to her attention as a friend. You're pretty much going to be like that in relationship standpoint. When it comes to major decisions, you're going to bring it to her acknowledgement.
Very true.
But you're not burning that bridge of that possibility because you're not mentioning that possibility.
True. Right. Exactly.
You understand what I'm saying?
I definitely understand what you're saying.
So, in those standpoints, and then you'll be able to get your feel because, if they're straight and honest with you,
right,
you need to be straight and honest with them.
Oh, of course.
And vice versa.
Of course.
So, that should help make decisions based off of others. Now, that is not putting other people's feelings before your own, because you need to make sure you put yourself first. You can see other people's perspective or hear their perspective or their opinions,
right,
and then base your final decision off of that opinion. But in the end, it is still your decision.
Oh no, rightfully so.
You know what I mean?
100% true. Well, because that's kind of what I went through. You know, I brought it up that you know, I had this opportunity come up, and it's still in the air. You know, that's not even a for sure thing.
Right.
And this thing I got going on, I mean, it's not a for sure thing. So, with that being said, the way I brought it up was pretty much how you explained it. You know, hey, this is how that meeting went, or this is how everything went. You know, what do you think? You know what I mean? And I was told, do what I have to do. And that right there, I think, shows a lot about their characteristics as well. As in, regardless.
They see you're thinking about your future life.
Exactly. So I just wanted to get your point of view on it.
You shouldn't let that determine where you're staying at either. It
Oh,
shouldn't determine what state you're in. It shouldn't determine anything.
Oh, no, of course.
Because if somebody's really cool with you, things get further, so on and so forth, a few years down the road, anything's possible.
That's very
Anything's
true.
possible.
That's true. Anything. I mean,
But
tomorrow's never promised.
You still don't change who you are or what you do with your life and how you see your life because of that person. All you do is you include that person. Don't exclude them.
No, of course not.
You can still go on your route, but you've got somebody else with you.
Exactly.
And you've always got to have that consideration in mind.
And that's kind of what I always tell myself, or what I've always said is, I'm on this journey. Everybody's on their journey. Everybody's on their adventure in life. Whether it's career change, state change, whether it's whatever, If somebody wants to be a part of that adventure, buckle up. Buckle up and enjoy the ride, And that's just kind of how I look at it. And I think that's kind of, and I'm not trying to force my opinions or anything on anybody else, but that's kind of how it should be. Let somebody complement that journey.
For the most part, yes, but you've got to think that other person has their own journey as well.
Oh, yes, of course.
So there will be a few compromises that have to be taken into consideration.
Every time. Every time.
But if you compromise equally, you should have no problem.
Agreed. Definitely agreed.
But I'm going to use you as an example again because...
Just use me like the doorknob I am. Everybody gets a
It's
turn.
like a doormat, not a doorknob.
Everybody gets a turn.
Because there's just some topics
I
that I
walked
want to
all
discuss
over.
with you.
Hold on real quick. Listen here, woman. I am not a doormat. I don't get walked all over. I'm a doorknob because everybody gets a turn.
Okay!
Ugh.
Man, you just made yourself sound like a slut on podcast.
Well, I didn't mean to make myself sound like a slut.
Well, that's what they say. That's what they say about sluts. Like,
oh man,
you're a doorknob. Everybody gets a turn.
Everybody gets a turn to have their chance to be part of my journey through this marvelous life I fucking lead. There. I'm not a man whore.
That's a good fix.
I'm not a man whore.
That was a good fix.
I plead a fifth. I mean, I drink a fifth. I mean, no. Let's just continue on with this damn conversation.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Keep digging that hole.
I'm going to
there,
dig
bud.
myself in a hole and put myself in the damn doghouse. Might as well go to Alaska.
I got two of them
igloo.
sitting right there. They're old. I don't know whose they are, but they're here.
I kind of think there's a dead dog in the smaller one, man.
Shut up. Don't even say that. I don't want to think about that.
You haven't looked inside of it yet?
No, I haven't.
Oh, God.
But anyway.
Go ahead.
I kind of want to call you out here, bud. Not everybody is going to find us as the,
awesome
birthday cake kind of people.
Yeah, it's true.
Because, I mean, let's face it, birthday cake's just fucking awesome.
That's true.
But not everybody's going to get us the way we get us.
Yeah, I know.
You understand?
I know.
But
the point is I think
to not distance ourselves from each other.
Exactly. To not ruin
For a fucking
relationship.
Anybody. Yeah.
For anything.
If they can't accept us,
I think the point of the conversation that I took away from this is basically be yourself always. Be honest to yourself. Be true to yourself. I mean, if people don't like it, they can hop off the bandwagon as easy as they can hop in. And like I said, buckle up and just enjoy the journey.
Yep.
And I think throughout life, and whether you're soul searching, whether you're trying to find that connection that makes you feel at home.
right.
I mean, keep doing you. Keep on keeping on.
Well, that's why I'm kind of glad you and Kim hit it off that good, Like,
Right? I am too. I'm sure she is too.
yeah. I have an issue with the headphones here soon. I already threatened to throw them out the window. Snip, snip, snip. Lightning bugs. So Miranda's out front catching lightning bugs.
Is she?
Well, when we were over at Barb's,
Yeah.
I was showing her how to catch lightning bugs instead of being afraid of them, catching them.
Right, yeah, I remember that.
So she's out there catching lightning bugs right now.
Awesome. That's my girl. That is my girl.
Because I walked in there and I'm like, where are you at? She's
So,
like, walked right in the house. She goes, I caught a lightning bug. I was like, oh, cool. Get back outside.
I kind of set something up, and we're going to have someone coming down for a vacation in, like, the beginning, middle of August.
Who? Grandma?
It's going to be surprising. No, Grandma's not going to make her trip down here.
Is Crystal coming?
No. Damn it. No. That'd be cool, though. Crystal, if you listen, which I don't think you do, but if you do, you need to make your way down here.
Her and Amanda already promised me they're going to freaking come vacation
Well,
down
you know
here.
what, Crystal and
So,
Amanda?
I'm going to hold them to that shit. I swear to God I will.
Better bring little John, right? John's her son's name?
Yeah.
Better bring John. See, little John, East Side boys.
Hell
And
yeah.
East Side women. That was kind of lame. But no, so somebody's going to be coming down, as far as I know, for about 5 days. And it's an old friend. And yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun, I think.
Let's see if I can guess it. Brit.
Supposedly so. Supposedly so.
How is it that I got that right off the fucking bat?
Because there's not many people that we're still cool with that are up north. I mean, there's a lot of people that we're cool with, but
Is she going to be by herself?
well, she's going to be bringing her kids.
Okay. But cool. That'd be awesome.
Hell yeah.
I ain't seen widows in a long fucking time.
I know, right?
You know, back in the day, after Amanda went to rehab, me and Widows hung out for a little bit, and we kind of came up with this plan to go run away to Vegas.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Not get married or nothing, but just run away to Vegas and freaking gamble our fucking money away.
Oh, hell yeah. Shit, yeah. I mean, Vegas is fun.
She's like, yo, if shit doesn't work out here, I'm running away to Vegas. I'm like, can I join you? She's like, hell yeah, we both go to Vegas. I'm like, all right, I'm driving.
Vegas is fun.
Hell yeah, it was.
Oh,
we need
man.
to go back.
I want to do the zip line. I want to zip line through the freaking strip.
That'd be cool.
I still want to not bungee jump. I want to skydive.
Skydive.
I want to go skydiving.
Yo, you know where I wish we would have went when we were in Vegas? The casino sign graveyard. Or the oh, excuse me. The neon sign graveyard.
Is it like is it?
It is a graveyard with all the old neon signs from all the casinos from over the years.
Really?
Yes.
That sounds amazing.
Yes. I wish I'd have known about it then when we were there, because I would have fucking went.
Oh, dude, hell yeah.
Like,
Hell yeah.
that
Fuck
would
Pawn
have
Stars.
been...
Pawn Stars.
Pawn Stars was cool.
It was
I'm
cool,
not gonna
but
lie, it was cool.
it wasn't what it would be cooler. It would have been better if
It's a
they
lot
were
smaller
actually
than I
filming.
thought it was.
Not me, because you only really see that one half of the shop, and they had the whole other half. But the square footage is a lot smaller. Those cameras
Yeah.
make it look a lot larger than what it really
It
is.
does. It does.
You know? And then what the hell? Chumley had his candy shop opened up out of the hotel room across the way, too. The line for the candy shop was bigger than the line for the damn Pawn Star store.
Yeah, I know. Well, because he had just opened it that week.
I know.
So it was like all fresh and new, and everybody wanted to go see Chum and all that shit.
I mean,
You
hey,
know
look,
what I mean?
at least it wasn't my face between the thighs of two transvestites.
Yo, remember when I was going to take you to a strip club for your first time?
Yeah, I remember you and Dad went and left me alone. And left me high and dry.
No, in Vegas.
Oh.
We were going to go to a strip
yeah,
club.
that's right.
And I got yelled at. So we didn't go.
By who?
Who do you think?
Oh. Well, damn. That sucks.
That's why we didn't go.
Is that why?
Yeah, because I told her I was going to take you to a strip club for the first time, and yeah.
It's alright. We'll hit Vegas up again, you know. I want to hit Cali up again, too.
Yeah, definitely hitting Cali up again.
Yeah, because, I mean, thinking about it, how you explained that you're real tranquil and you felt really at peace up in Salem, Massachusetts.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of how I felt for the short time we were in Venice. Just standing there on the shoreline, looking down to the south or up to the north and seeing the mountains and just looking around and seeing all this other shit and just having the best of all that there with the height behind me, but the sea in front of me, man, it was... I don't know. That was probably the best couple hours of my life. so far.
Where are you running away to?
Well, now that we just gave the podcast viewers a softcore porn.
They didn't hear nothing.
Oh, I'm sure that microphone picks up more than you think.
Oh, yeah, like they could freaking pick up a
Well,
butt
you know
jiggle.
what? If they don't like it, they don't have to.
And that's how we come full circle to this conversation. I believe that's all we have time for tonight.
Yes,
Shut my mouth down!
thank you for listening, everybody. We really appreciate it. We hope you spread the word on our podcast here.
Definitely. We appreciate the shares and the subscribes and just getting us out there to the world. And